We moved to Hyderabad 6 years back, and then since then we've been looking for an opportunity to invest in Hyderabad, and we feel we wanted to invest in a property which was not just something that we would rent out or give to somebody else, but also something that we wanted to live in eventually.
Rakesh and I have known each other for around 10 years, and it's been 2 years since we got married. And the first time that we heard about this project was less than a year since we got into marriage, and buying a house was actually never a priority.
As a family, we have lived in apartments for a long time, and we know how that feels. We know the kind of problems we face there and the kind of isolation we face there. So when we heard about this idea of 2getherments and the concept that it brings people together, that is something that really meant that the culture in which we live will be very different. And that's something we would really want to do it ourselves. So it made sense for it to become an investment and eventually our own project and our own property.
We saw a life unfold here, and that was actually a turning point for us. And we just fell in love with the house, and we couldn't help but be a part of it.
It's the way I've always wanted to live since my childhood, but I never knew that it is possible, or I was never exposed to it. So that is how I imagine my life changing when I come here.
Even taking the time to organize things was very, very difficult because we have very busy schedules. And to actually have the designers do that for us, I think that was the biggest convenience that we as a couple saw.
In terms of bringing family in, I think that was one of our key things, that if our friends or family visited and if they want to take a place in Hyderabad, we really think this culture, this neighborhood culture is something that we would really be happy to host them in. And that made a big difference to us, as not just as investors, but actually seeing our extended family live here.